The earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof, the world and those who dwell in. For he has founded it upon the seas, and established it upon the rivers. Who shall ascend the hill of the Lord, and who shall stand in the holy place? He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who does not lift up his soul to what is false, and does not swear deceitfully, he will receive blessings from the Lord and righteousness from the God of his salvation. Started selling drugs around 16. Around 23, met the mother of my children. We started abusing the drugs I was selling. Halloween, we ended up losing the mother of my children to her problems and her addictions. And it was the hardest thing, having to share this to my two boys, that mommy's never coming home. But trying to tell them that at the same aspect when I was a full-blown drug addict myself. And it sent me into the deepest hole, bottom of all the bottoms you could go. I ended up going to a Publix because I was so desperate to get to the next fix or end the pain I had. Ended up going to Publix and committing a robbery, claiming I had a bomb and I wanted all the money. I ended up overdosing that night and was taken to the hospital, and shortly was arrested after. I really feel like Jesus said enough was enough, and he sat me down. He sat me down for quite an amount of time. And I remember sitting in that cell crying out to God, if you're real, just show me. I'm tired of living what I've been living. Just show me your face. Days after, a man approached me. He started bringing me Bible verses and coming to talk to me about Jesus and that my sins are all covered by his blood. It was there in that jail that when I accepted Jesus as my Savior, I felt free from my addictions finally. Like, I don't need it. I got something inside me that's better than the drugs, better than anything you could offer me in this world. And I started getting involved in Christian ministry in prison. And they got the approval from the warden to let us be baptized, anyone who wanted to be baptized. And I was first on the list. But I knew that it was time to confess he's my Lord and Savior. Every time I went to court, the only offer I got was life or 30 years. Eventually, we all prayed together inside the jail, and the judge sentenced me to 2.5 years. And I was amazed. I went back to my cell and I broke down in tears of joy, like, you were here the whole time and I just didn't see you. We're all so undeserving of his grace, you know? We all have dirty hands, we all have dirty feet, dirty souls, and I feel like none of us deserve his love. God did for me what I couldn't do for myself. He died for us. He suffered on that cross for us. What makes us deserve it? What makes us deserve it?